The absolute beast of 4090 happens to be known as a Hall of Fame. I think it's a Hall of Shame for several reasons, which you'll learn by the end of this video, so stick around. But first, how do you even get one of these? They are incredibly rare and often cost more than a 5090. The only way I know how is to take this 4090, or what's left of it, and take the core and the memory chip and move it over to this board. As you can see, the board came with no core or memory. It also happened to have a good number of pads missing in this corner, which I thought was a death sentence. But those turned out to be a no connect pads, so theoretically we should be okay. So let's give it a try. Resistances seemed to be normal, and when I wanted to power the board for testing, I ran into a problem. After trying all sorts of combinations with the connectors I had available, I finally came up with this monument of human engineering and successfully powered the board. So let's boot the card and see if it posts. And
I am the GOAT!
now the question is, would I recommend this card to anyone? Consider this. The two power connectors would definitely force you into spending more money for a more powerful power supply. Infineon-made driver MOSFETs controlled by the Infineon multi-phase controller that you can easily modify voltages and limits or anything else in between is absolute top-notch for the overclockers. However, with all that incredible potential for power, this card using ancient AOZ 2261 buck converters for 1.2 voltage rail. These prehistoric dinosaur-era buck converters like to fail in such a way that if there is no fuse, the 12-volt will go straight into the core. And because there is no fuse at the input of this buck converter in combination with lack of fuses at the 12-volt high-power connectors, the hole on the board is guaranteed sooner or later. So would I recommend this? Not after what you see what's next. Giving the flexibility users have to push more power into this card, the absolute minimum fuse protection is absent, not only on the 12-volt high-power end of the board, but also on the PCI Express slot itself. With that said, not only does this card have a high potential for developing an extra hole on it, it can also take down your motherboard along with it. So if it was up to me, I would stay away from this. Either way, hopefully this was educating. You owe me a like. Goodbye.